Hey everybody, it's Spicy, and welcome back to another video. So, as you notice, I'm actually doing post-commentary on this video instead of live commentary. Since I don't know, on my old channel, I used to do a lot of live commentary. I was never really one for doing post-commentary because I suck at it, but I thought I might as well give it a shot. And basically, I guess this video is supposed to be like what I'm thinking and what I'm doing during, I guess. There's some pretty savage insults going on in the chat, as you can see. Anyway, I'm running the Your Eternal Reward, as well as the Cloak and Dagger, trying to get as many stabs as possible. I do go on 5 kill streaks, 2 5-kill streaks, so that's good. My ping, of course, is not the most amazing, 75, but you know, it does the job pretty well. But yeah, that's basically it. My strategy is to essentially not die, so I try to do a lot of things differently than I normally would. I definitely play a lot more differently with the Your Eternal Reward or Wonga Prick than I do with many other knives, because I try to be way more aggressive than I should be, even though well, I mean, it depends. Even on the first stab, I tend to be really aggressive, and I know the usual thing to do is kind of be, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of passive on the first one, just kind of like, you know, take your time. But I just kind of go for it. So right here, as you can see, I'm actually looking for another spy because I saw him dead ring out. He's right here as this engineer, and we pistol fight it out. Now, let me remind you, I am not good at all using the revolver, so me getting this kill was like, why? I was gonna take his ambassador, but whatever. He actually dead ringered right there, so that was that was kind of funny. Anyway, we're moving on here, so I climb up the ridge. Basically what I'm thinking here is I might as well take out the soldier because he isn't paying attention to me. So the key to a lot of my things is because the decloak sound is like my biggest enemy generally. So I try to make sure that whenever I do get screwed, I try not to, whenever there are people around me, I try not to so much make sure they notice me. For example, right here I get a couple good stabs. I somehow didn't stab that heavy, but that's possibly because of the ping that I'm getting, and he must be getting one different one. I'm not really sure. But yeah, that's basically what's going on here. The respawn times in this particular game are actually quite long, about 15 seconds each, and I die, I think, 12 times. So, I mean, you know, it's okay, I guess. Anyway, as we move on here, we're moving on to my respawn. So we're on the next thing, obviously, and we're looking around. I know there's probably going to be another spy around here, so I'm looking around a little bit. Basically what I go here, so I see that heavy inside with the red outline. I think I thought he was a spy, so I just wanted to check that to make sure he wasn't, because, I mean, I don't know why a heavy was in that area. I don't know what he was doing. I mean, I understand if it's like an Inji, but heavy seems wrong. Like, I hear him, and then there it is, yeah. So, yeah, there he is. Kind of passed right in front of me, actually. So, obviously right here, I'm trying to go for it. I have transparent view models now because of Toon HUD. I actually kind of like it. Anyway, I guess I'll go in and decide to skip the Demo Man's area because he's already being taken care of. Right here, I actually do see that a soldier and a pyro have taken control of the situation, so I wait for my cloak to recharge and decide to just kind of head in. I see that spy and that medic combo over there. Both the spy and the medic go down, but that soldier survives, so I'm thinking about going after him, but instead the soldier does see me, and so therefore somehow I don't die because, I don't know, I'm pretty bad when it comes to strafing. Anyway, I see another soldier coming here, and I know that there's a ton of people about to come in, so I'm just kind of waiting around till someone gullible written on the ceiling. That's an old joke. Anyway, I'm waiting for someone stupid to come by who doesn't. Okay, yeah, I got what's the word? Bumped. Yeah, I got bumped there, so I got destroyed. And right here, I'm thinking about switching out the old country out to the L'Étranger because I feel like I'm gonna need a little more cloak time. Because, well, I kind of suck without the L'Étranger unless I'm using the Dead Ringer. I mean, I can use the Dead Ringer, but pretty much only if it's on a smaller payload map. Like, this is a really big open area, so generally I can't, you know, be as effective as a spy. So as you can see, they have 2 heavies, but it looks like the pyro is mostly taking care of them. There's another heavy coming up with 2 medics, so I decided to go up and climb up these boxes, because this is probably the easiest way to get behind. There's a spy right here who is a bit oblivious to what the hell I'm doing, so I just kind of go up behind him. He doesn't hear me. That medic sees me, but I backstab the spy and get the hell out of there because I know that the medic would probably come after me anyway. Anyway, I go back up because I think he would probably be like, what? He's probably gone now. GG. And I decided to decloak. Decided to go the long way because this way, actually, they think that I am respawned. So I decided to go up here, not straight at him, try to take out this heavy because he is causing some major damage, and I just get the hell out of there because obviously I know everyone now knows that I'm a spy. So anyway, I try to wait it out a bit. There's quite a bit of waiting here. I decided to go for this demo, but as it turns out, he turns around and I don't die. So I mean, that's good enough for me. There's that same heavy that I took out just a moment ago. He's going by. I decided to switch and hit B just after this. In fact, somehow I didn't bump the demo. I don't hitboxes. What are you gonna do? It's TF2. It's source. I blame Gaben. Okay, so I decided to switch out to the gloves of running urgently, so it looks like I'm legit, because no self-respecting heavy, at least in my experience, would not have that out. So I decided to go ahead and backstab this medic. I call him medic, actually. That works out in my favor. I can't believe I didn't get, like, these were 3 good stabs, and I probably would have gotten it if I had at least 50 ping, but unfortunately that's not the case because of the 75 to 80 spiking. But, you know, whatever, gotta make do with the situations. Anyway, at this point in time, actually, they get the cart quite close to the last point, but we hold them for actually quite some time, which is kind of interesting. I thought this game was going to be over in like 10 minutes or so. As it turns out, it lengthened out to about 16 minutes, so that's kind of interesting. Anyway, I respawn right here, and I'm looking around. I know that there's going to be people turning around that corner, so yeah, see those 2 soldiers just ran by. I'm thinking that pirate is a spy, but never mind because he just pulled out his flamethrower. Anyway, I see back here another medic's back, so I decided to disguise as a medic, as you will see here in a second. Actually, no, that might be later. I decide to just destroy the spy because it's funny, and it's really funny when you can take out a spy. I thought that one of those medics was actually going to chase me, so I decided to back up, but they didn't, so whatever, I guess. Anyway, so I see a pyro coming in here. I decided to go spy, but they obviously know I'm a spy, so they're already calling out spy, so I'm pretty much screwed at this point, and I die. Pretty obviously. Yeah, not fun. Anyway, at this point in time, our team's actually doing pretty well. This is one Zatoichi soldier that's kind of roaming around. He's actually doing okay for, like, not being amazing. So right here, I'm thinking about switching out to the Dead Ringer, but then I decide, well, I suck at the Dead Ringer, specifically after the debuff of gunmetal. I used to use it a lot more on this map, and I think got spawn camp killed. And those guys get killed, but whatever. So yeah, pre-gunmetal I would have probably used it a lot more, but I don't know. Personally, I think they're only good on small. The Dead Ringer's only useful on small maps, at least for me, because I'm not personally like a super stealthy guy. I tend to be a lot more aggressive with my plays, and that's either probably a good thing or a bad thing. Anyway, this spy notices that I exist. He tries to stare stab me, but luckily I'm able to dodge it because I'm a spy. No self-respecting spy can get stare stabbed by another spy unless he has like the best, what's it called? He has the best tracking in the world. Like it's not happening unless you're like stabby. It's not happening. Anyway, I see this medic bump me. Somehow it didn't show for whatever reason. So I know that the spy's gone back up here, and I see him dressed as Monsieur. So I try to go after him again. I know that he is a Dead Ringer. Hit him once, whatever, happens. And I look around for him a bit, but I don't find him. So I go ahead and recloak. Now I think what I was thinking here was basically he's probably going to end up being back up here. That's not relevant. But I noticed that there's really no one down there. We're actually doing pretty well. Somehow I get shot. I think it was a heavy, but I can't really tell. So I noticed back up there that there's actually seems to be a teleporter up there because they're all spawning from that generic area. So I don't think I go for it quite yet, but I will in just a second, I believe. We'll see though. So I see this pair. Yeah, here we go. So I try to go up there. I see this one lone heavy. I backstab him somehow, and I decided to go for this pair. So I get the demo man somehow. I swear he just like disappeared in front of my eyes as soon as I stabbed him, but whatever. Anyway, I try to go after these guys. I decloak. I go up, of course, because you know I'm still to decloak, all that good stuff. I try to go after him, and fortunately everybody dies, but I fortunately get the soldier, and I go up the stairs. At this point in time, I do believe that I go look up in the upper area. So yeah, up here there's a thing, and I sap it. And the soldier just kind of goes away. I actually, Inji does wrench it, but I luckily backstab this pyro and just get the hell out of there. Because, you know, it's all about the risk. It's all about that risk. Anyway, I'm at a 5-kill streak, so this is the first of the 5-kill streaks that I go through. I'm having a second, actually. I don't actually have any audio when I'm recording this, so I'm just kind of doing this deaf, so it's weird, but it works out. Anyway, I try to go back up, so I know that Inji's still up there. And I see that Pyro, so I go through. I know he's coming after me, so there's not much of a point. Anyway, I'm completely missed because the Pyro air blasts me, and I'm down here, get some health. And I see this the entire team, so I try to sneak up onto the roof, but I decided it's probably too dangerous and decided to go the other way. I decided to grab that health because I am a bit low. I see that soldier over there, and I swear that demo was a spy, but I guess I was wrong. Up there's a heavy medic combo that you can see. I swear that they saw me, but apparently not. And I decide, so I see the Pyro go up there, so I'm like, yeah, maybe not. Inji, of course. So, at this point in time, I'm still trying to sap that stupid teleporter, and I actually see the Inji's gone, so he must have dropped down, is what I saw. Yep, right there. So, I decided to decloak and decided to instead lure him in. So, go for the teleporter, and then just kind of wait on the corner until he comes back. So, he calls for a spy. I'm going in. And I don't know what, but I somehow get a backstab there. I'm gonna get a lag stab, I guess I'll call it. So I get him, and then right over here, I'm trying to not die, and I'm trying to get this medic, but unfortunately, I actually did get the medic, but he Ubered. And I somehow get out of this alive, which is a little bit strange, because I probably shouldn't have. Anyway, basically now, I don't really do much at this point in time. I pretty much just backtrack to try to get to the rest of the team. I don't want to jump down here, because that's basically an instant death, and I want to avoid that as much as possible, obviously. So instead, I go around back, and through the door. I don't know why I'm still using click, but whatever. So, right here, I still have 11 health, so any slight drop will kill me. So I decided to try my strafing skills out, and I 2 MLG and I make it just enough. I think if it was another hammer unit, then I would have been screwed. Anyway, this Pyro sees me, though, and I get screwed out of a 3-hard deal, which kind of sucks. But, you know, Pyros, right? Also, that guy, I swear, was wearing the Crunchy Nut set. I don't know, I could be wrong. Anyway, I'm just looking around a bit right at this point, looking at how our team's doing. We're still holding them back pretty well. This actually ends up being a really close game. You'll see how close it is at the end. But I respawn right here, and once again, I'm looking around a bit, making sure there are no suspicious red silhouettes around me. As I always do, I've learned to do that ever since. I think it was Gunmetal that came out. Yeah, because it used to be for, I think, what was it called? Man Up mode? No, not Man Up. Manworks? No, it was the new game mode that few people play. That used to be in beta. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, they have that now. They added that. I'm not sure if it was in Tough Break or what. But anyway, right here, so I see this Pyro go up, who I swear is Crunchy Nut, and I kind of wait for a second, and that guy sees me, and unfortunately, I get destroyed again because of my inability to get the hell out of there. I think that's going to be my motto now. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here! Whatever, man. Anyway, so as we're going, I decided to switch off to my regular knife, my festive knife that's also amazing. And I decided to go on the super aggressive because they're getting pretty close to getting to the cart and destroying us. So I decided to decloak here, and I'm thinking about going towards the medic or the guy. So right here, there should have been a stab there, but every time I do it because of and I do blame Ping for this. I don't know what it is, but it just kind of bad things happen. I'll just tell you that much. Of course, the Inji gets backstabbed. I could actually tell before he was backstabbed that was a spy because of his movement. If you see anyone strafing, it's generally going to be a spy unless it's like a soldier. So just make sure of that. Anyway, as we're moving on here, I respawn again, and I see that the entire enemy team is basically on the cart at this point, and they are pushing it quite a bit. So I decided to go for this heavy here. Hopefully, and the same thing happens. This medic gets in my way again, and then I get backstabbed by Baron von Mudkips. Props to you, man. Even though I did backstab you that one time in the beginning. That was really funny. And that's basically, we're getting pretty close here to the end. But anyway, I get a couple more stabs here and there, I think. At this point in time, the game's basically over because there's only about a minute left. So the entire blue team is trying to rush us, so we're kind of being careful a little bit about things regarding the upper areas and lower areas. So I try to head on out, try to see if I can pick off any heavies and heavy medic combos. Right here I do see one, so I decide to disguise up as a medic and switch out so it looks like I'm holding a medigun so I don't get screwed. And then I think I was going to take this guy out, but whatever. I decided to take out the heavy, and then the demo man dies in front of my eyes because I'm just so cool. And I'm back into the fray. Not that there is very much one because the entire team's dead. Decided to go up here, just make sure they have no more teleporters up here. I do notice that there's an Angie building stuff, so try to take him out. I almost do. I mean, technically I do, I guess. That demo man noticed me at the last second, but I take out his stuff anyway. I'm not really sure what was going on with his teleporter. I don't know if someone else had attacked it before, but it worked out in my favor, I guess. Yeah. And our team is handling this really, really well. I gotta give props to who I was playing with. I have no idea who are any of these people, so it's kind of fun to do. And I don't know if it's this medic or me, but it's kind of lags out for a second. Whatever. I respawn here, and the game is basically over. We have 1 second left, and it goes into overtime with that 5 seconds. We have a heavy medic pair, backstab the heavy, basically ending the game. And I see that spy right there, but I don't want to deal with him. I see the pyro. Can't get the stab on him, but fortunately, when I die, the game is over. As you can see in just a second here. Boom. Not yet. But yeah, at this point, I actually want to switch to pyro just so I can air blast people back, but whatever, because the game's over. As soon as I switch off, the game's over. So, you know, that's basically it. So, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more post commentaries like this, just comment down below or leave a like. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye!